Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Hardcore FBB podcast. Today, we have a special guest from the UK. She's a coach. She's a women's physique athlete with an incredible career ahead. Her name is Laura. Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. I've just got back from a leg session with Lewis Breed, so feeling it.
All right. That's. I'm pretty sure it was a brutal workout, especially if you
Yeah,
trained with Lewis.
I crawled out of the gym, so it was a good session.
All right. Okay. Okay. So it was a great session. Yeah,
Yeah,
that you did today. Fantastic. So to start this interview, I discovered you, I think, a few months ago when I started following you. And I've seen all the progress you've been doing in the last few months, your competitions, the results you are getting from the sport are unbelievable. So I really believe you're gonna be the next athlete to look in 2026 because as I said also in other videos, the UK female bodybuilding scene is growing
yeah, it's
a
amazing.
lot, and it's great to see athletes like yourself joining the stage and have got this passion and interest in keep representing female bodybuilding in the UK, and this is an amazing thing. So tell me about your competition season in 2025. How was it? What was your journey?
Yeah, it was incredible. So I've been bodybuilding for about 15 years, but I lived in
Ah, 15.
so I competed in France, but I haven't competed for 9 years. So I did.
Okay.
So I won a European Cup. I was in figure, and then I just carried on training, but I hadn't competed. And then my coach Amanda was like, "No, it's time to get back on stage," because I never thought I was good enough. Um, so then we decided. So I was just going in just to see if I liked it, had the passion for like competing. So we had our eyes set on the Two Bros show, the regional in
Okay.
October, but we were ready sort of before. I wanted to sort of dust off the cobwebs, do a few warm up shows. That first warm up show was the PCA Wales, and just stepping back on stage, I just absolutely loved it. I just didn't have any nerves. I didn't have any expectations. I just wanted to go in there and enjoy it, and I absolutely found myself again. The whole of prep, I just had, it was just absolutely phenomenal. Um, and it just reignited that passion for, I've always had a passion for training, love training.
Yes.
The actual competing side, I was like, I don't like stepping back on stage, how I'll find it. And I absolutely loved it. So we ended up doing 8 shows. So it was a big season. We
Wow. 8 shows.
Yeah, so we did a few PCA ones, which was they're really good.
Yeah.
PCA great shows, but I'm a bit too conditioned, a bit too big for PCA. And then we obviously I had no sort of expectations for this season, nothing with a pro card. I just wanted to go in there, do a few competitions. We kept sort of adding them in, and because we were in such a good spot, we were like, yeah, we'll go again. And then I on the FitX show, I got put into bodybuilding. I turned up for registration, and Leisha and Mike, Leisha said, "Can I have a look at you?" And she was like, "No, you need to go into bodybuilding." She was like, "The condition." My thing is that I bring that
Yeah.
condition, so that's where I got my pro card at the FitX show. It was such a great weekend. It really,
Awesome.
and then I won the pro show the following day. Um, and then when we ended up in Milan, I won the bodybuilding.
Oh, my city,
Yeah,
by the
it was
way.
amazing. It was so good. So that was
I'm
my
from Milan.
competition was Milan. So I did WPD and bodybuilding, and the WPD
Okay,
I
both.
second, and then I won the bodybuilding. But because there wasn't a pro card, they don't have a pro card out for bodybuilding. But then we finished that, and I knew I needed the size. So I've got quite a wide waist, so I need to bring out that taper. So I need to bring out my back, my quads.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's draw a line here. I know I love it. I've got the passion for it, but we just need to grow. So I had the best season. I had so many amazing people. Went to Milan, and just doing all that with Amanda. She came to all the competitions, and like I say, her other uh, we sort of shared Airbnbs and went through a journey. It was the best experience. I had such a good time. It was hard, sort of, but I thoroughly.
Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you, Laura. Your audio is breaking. Yeah, perfect. You were talking about the competition in Milan. So
Yeah.
basically, you competed, you said, in women's bodybuilding there and women's physique.
Yeah, so I came first in
You.
bodybuilding and second
Mhm.
in physique. But I knew I love both. I love women's physique and bodybuilding, but I know for both I need size still. So that's what we're doing now with the off season. That's why I'm training with people like Lewis Breed to get those tweaks and that extra sort of 1% that I need to grow and get big. Obviously
Yeah.
now we're 9 weeks post show today. So digestion's really good, bloods have come back really good. So we can like now really hone in and get everything that we need to and rinse it so that I've got that size to bring in that taper and create that shape.
Yeah, and I mean, not looking at your progress, yeah, you've done a tremendous improvement in your physique in the last few months. So you and I can see you're definitely going towards the women's bodybuilding type of shape,
Yeah, oh,
which
thank you.
yeah, yeah, definitely,
It's
yeah. Of
hard to
course,
see.
WBB.
It's hard to
Sorry.
see. It's hard to see yourself. I just see myself as small. It's only when other people sort of
Oh,
stare and prod
yes,
that
of
you.
course. But trust me, I interviewed and spoke to several bodybuilders, and everybody says, I don't feel big enough. I don't
Yeah.
feel, but I understand. Understand. That's what keeps it going, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it keeps,
100%.
if you feel already big, you feel, okay, my job is done. It's finished. No, but it's a continue evolution of yourself, of your physique, but not only physically, but also mentally, trying
Oh,
to beat the previous version of yourself every time. So
yeah,
it's
it's a really humbling sport, but I just absolutely love it, and it transfers into my life. I don't find it difficult. I really enjoy every aspect of it, and it is my whole routine is geared around that. But for me, it's not difficult at all. I just love that lifestyle.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you were saying you haven't competed. I mean, you haven't competed, or you haven't like trained for bodybuilding in 9 years.
No, competed. So I've always trained. I've always been in the
Always
gym,
trained.
but the competitions I stopped for 9 years just because I didn't have the confidence. There was a lot of things going on
Okay.
in sort of my life as a single parent with children and things. Um, so now they're at an age they're older. So I sort of
All
went
right.
went
Yeah.
with Amanda and still didn't have the confidence, but Amanda Winston was then like, "No, you're ready. We're going to get you back on stage." And
Of
it was
course.
a
Yeah.
great season.
Awesome. Awesome. And also, yeah, you are with one of the best coach and female bodybuilding representative in the UK. So
Oh, undoubtedly,
Amanda is a legend. Is a legend. So you are in great hands with her. So if she
she's an
says it's time to step on stage, it means it's your turn to
Yeah,
shine. Yeah,
she's an absolute legend. I couldn't have done any of it without her, and her knowledge on sort of female hormones when we get to a certain age. She knows it, and she's there. I mean, the times that she gets up
exactly.
to reply to messages when we're sort of going through it, and the amount of athletes that she had on one stage, yet she peaked, you know, we all peak differently, and she just got the eye for it. She's absolutely incredible, and I'm lucky that we're in the same
Yeah.
town so that we can train together sometimes.
Ah,
So
okay. You live in the same area, yeah?
yeah, not for long. I'll be moving, and she'll be sort of flitting about, but we train regularly together. So I'm so privileged
Oh, awesome.
that I get to do that.
Awesome, awesome. I saw her competing 2 or 3 times. I think one last time was in Spain at the Pro Classic last in 2024. I think it was. She competed there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she looks insane. She looks mega. She still looks exceptional.
she's one of the best figure athletes we've ever had here in the UK. So
Yeah, undoubtedly.
yeah, but now she stopped competing, right? She's only coaching, if I'm remembering.
Yeah, she's got so many athletes at the moment, but you never say never.
Oh,
She
right.
might go into masters, so I think she's always toying with the idea. So no, never say never. She's got such a good physique; she could literally go back in and she'd floor everyone. So we'll see. Watch this space.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And also the Masters division. I love the Masters division because I really admire the fact that athletes over 40, over 50, that have such an amazing physique, and they can compete easily with the 30 years old, 20
Yeah.
years old young athletes and beat them. So it's
Yeah, it's nothing
it's
to do
very,
with
very impressive.
age. It's all about
Exactly,
sort of
exactly.
mental and the muscle that you develop. Obviously, when it's a woman at a certain age, you've got the hormones, which again is why Amanda's so good, because the hormones come into play, and you've got menopause and things like that. So it's a
Of
bit more
course, yeah,
complex,
yeah.
but that doesn't stop you. I think I'm in the best health ever because of bodybuilding. Obviously, when you prep, it takes it to a different level, but I'm so in tune with sort of what's going on with me, and how I fuel myself, and I thank that to bodybuilding, whereas a lot of other people will go through menopause and they'll have no idea, whereas sort of my routine and my lifestyle means that I can navigate that much better.
Absolutely, yeah. And what have you started making any plans with Amanda in terms of your competition this year? Are you already prepping for something? You have a date in mind, or maybe something that you don't want to disclose yet?
Oh no, it's fine. I know that I need to get that size to step on stage. So Amanda's speaking about again the end of the year, maybe sort of things like Romania, go back to
All
Milan.
right.
But we'll play it by ear and just see if I get the size. Then yeah, I'll go for it. But if not, then we'll go for
Yes.
2027. So it's just a case of
Okay.
seeing how quick I can progress. And like I say, I'm having sessions with Lewis. I'm training with other people. I'm working on my mobility for my posing. So I'm doing sort of everything, because it's not just, you know, the training or the food. There's so many other things around it, like making sure I sleep. At the minute, I'm working on getting my output down,
Of course, yeah.
because I tend to do quite a lot of steps. I'm quite active. So it's all things like that I'm really focusing on, as well as, you know, giving 100% on my training every time I go in, and the food. Like I say, it's not difficult for me. I absolutely love that. But it's making sure that everything is stacked together so that I've got a really good off season to get that size that I need and that I want.
Of course, of course. If I can give you an advice in terms of shows, because you mentioned Romania, Milan, I would recommend Romania more than Milan for a pro qualifier. Not because Milan is not good, it's a great show. I think it's Barbara Bagnuolo,
Yes, it is.
the promoter of the show. The only problem is that in the pro qualifier, sometimes, especially in divisions like women's bodybuilding, there are not enough athletes stepping on stage to reach the minimum number of 5 for a pro card.
That's it.
So in Romania, usually in Romania, I've seen in the amateur shows more athletes on stage than than other stages. Like even in Spain at the pro qualifier in women's physique and women's bodybuilding, it's always not enough athletes. Maybe women's physique, but it's not always guaranteed that there are enough. I know there was the Big Man Weekend in December in Spain as well. And there was only one athlete competing in women's bodybuilding. Actually, she's got the same name as yours. She's British. But Laura, but she lives in Dubai.
It's so hard though. It's hard to know who's going to show up to which ones, and it's just disheartening when you want to have that competition, so you want to be against other athletes and not just to put that work in to be on stage with just yourself or one other person. So Amanda did speak about Romania. So like I say, it's just whether I can get enough size for this year or if it will be 27. I'm not in any rush. The competing is a byproduct of the training. I love the lifestyle. I love training and the routine of it. Then the byproduct is getting on stage. So I'm not in any rush to do it. And I also I don't want to go back. I want them to see that my feedback was always condition is perfect. Even posing was good, which I'm really not confident in posing. Yeah. But it was just getting that taper.
You're really good at posing. I saw your videos.
Thank you.
Posing really well.
You worked on it, but I was never very confident. So I'm working on it again. But it was always just I need that taper because I'm quite wide in the waist, which is why figure was never very.
All right. So you want it to go, to have that back,
create
to
that
be dominant,
the waist. So, but I love all of that. I just love working on myself and, tweaking it and putting everything into my training and sort of seeing how I have progressed, because you don't see it yourself. It's like when Amanda put that picture and, 68 kilos and 63, the difference, but I have actually built muscle, and when you're doing it, you're just like chipping away and, doing the do, but not taking a step back and seeing, oh yeah, I have built some glutes now, or I have got that delt cap. So it's nice to see that, but then you just go back in and work on the other bits, because there's never you're never going to be satisfied. There's always areas we're going to be working on, and I can see myself doing this and it's forever. So it's just something that I just it's my life.
It's a continuous evolution of yourself. Improvement. Of course, the perfection don't exist.
It doesn't exist.
But
no.
But it's great that the fact that you don't feel satisfied is what drives you to keep you chasing your goals. Of course, in your eyes, you will never feel enough, but on the other people's eyes, judges, of course, they will see that they will see those improvements. They will see those goals that you are reaching. But if you see it from your own eyes, of course, it's you're more critical on yourself.
But it's a good critique. It's just pushing you further.
It's
the same with like the posing. I can always work on that, or the training. Like when I go and see, like I'm learning from Lewis when I train with him. I learn from Amanda when I train. We're tweaking it, because I think when you're just going through the routine, sometimes you can get just in the motion of it. Whereas when you then train with someone, they just step it up a next level. They give you some ideas, some tweaks to sort of really target where you want to. And that then sends you off to go that extra bit and take it up again a notch. And that's what I need to build. So I never want to sort of sit on my laurels or just feel comfortable. I always want to feel uncomfortable so that I'm growing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the right mindset if in the for the sport. And yeah, what has been for you as an athlete your absolute best moment in your career? I guess it was in 2025 because you've been competing uh, on a few you did a few shows. What was the best moment, and what was the toughest moment, I mean the most challenging moment as an athlete in your
So
career? The best and the most challenging, yeah.
I think the best was, even though I didn't get the placing that people thought, it was
Yep.
the first stepping back on stage for PCA Wales, just because I loved it. And like I said, it was my first competition. I wasn't sure if I'd enjoy it, how I feel, and I came off with the biggest smile on my face. I just had an absolute blast of a time, and that's what then made me
Yeah.
want to carry on competing and get better. So it's not, for me, it's not about the placing. Like I say, I bodybuild, and the byproduct is competing. I compete because I love it. It's such a subjective sport. You don't know who's going to be there.
It
You
is.
don't know what the judges are looking for. Sometimes it can be that bubbly muscle. Sometimes it can be that grainy, conditioned look.
True.
I don't have the bubbly muscles when I'm lean. I have that condition. So it just depends. So you can't be annoyed. As long as you're progressing, you're doing your best, bringing your best. So I
Yes.
think PCA Wales really, really spurred everything on. The toughest challenge was one moment in prep. I'm someone that tends to always do a bit too much. I'll always sort of
Mm-hmm.
I can tend to dig myself into a hole. And we've been doing the cardio. We were on low food. We were training, and then all of a sudden, I started to retain water. My ankles swelled up.
Okay.
My legs, my leggings were digging into me, and I sent a video to Amanda, and I was like, "What's going on?" Then she saw me in person. Like I say, we're so lucky we're close, and she was like, "Wow, everything was swelling up." Um,
Oh,
and
right.
most coaches would have probably increased the cardio, increased the expenditure. But Amanda was like, no, we're pulling everything back, no output, have a rest. And then within 4 days, I dropped 4 kilos. And she was like, you're done. We've done the digging. But in that moment, you're doing everything you can. And all I could see was swelling and getting bigger and retaining water. And for someone, and
You
then
were
to
getting
try
more,
and
yeah, yeah.
stop, it's really hard mentally, because you just want to keep going and digging and doing a bit more cardio, and I'll sweat it out. And it was that was a big learning curve of sort of, sometimes you have to pull back to go forward rather than always digging yourself into that prep hole, which is really easy to do. So that was hard part in prep, just because I wanted to do everything, but I probably did a bit too much. um but again, luckily I had Amanda that was like, no, we're going to pull back.
Yes.
And then, like I say, within four
That's
days she was like, you're done, we're done digging. I was
everything
like, what?
was back. That's
So
good.
then it was
That's
a
good.
case of
That's
maintaining.
that shows how important is to work with a coach, a trainer, or anyone that do understand the sport, because they lived it, they have the
Yeah.
experience. Especially you are a woman competing in the female division, so only an athlete that went through the same things can understand what you're going through, and that's very important. So
Yeah, and
if you
she
if
honestly,
you
she looks at the individual. She looks at my lifestyle. I've got a few jobs, so I've got multiple jobs.
oh
What I was doing, so she looks at the individual, not just at, okay, we've got to step on stage, then let's dig you into a hole. she's incredible. So yeah, I'm
Hmm.
lucky to have her. But it's a big learning curve for next time as well. Is that sometimes less is actually more.
Yeah, 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 yeah. True, 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 true. Uh, can you hear me? I think
Yes,
I lost you.
I can hear
Oh
you.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So the next question, you mentioned, yeah, that you have, of course, a busy schedule with two jobs, and of course, yeah, we know that being a bodybuilder is not just a matter of going to the gym, lifting weights, and then go home and it's finished. It's like a full lifestyle,
Yeah.
24/7. So how do you combine your busy schedule with work and your schedule as an athlete, bodybuilder?
I always have a lot of lists, so I have a lot of lists written down
Ah,
of
you're very
timings.
tidy in scheduling your day. Yeah.
Yeah, so everything will have timings, even like my meals, to make sure that I'm getting those in. If I've got to do food prep, when I'm PTing, like between clients, because sometimes when I was prepping, I was doing a lot of PTs as well, and I've got my own admin and translation business. So I was, that meant my training times differed and varied. So I had to plan out. I tried to plan my week out every Sunday for the following week just to make sure I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
Um,
Yep.
and
Yep.
then
Yep.
obviously in prep, you check in with your coach every morning and things are likely to change. So it might be the food changes or that. So again, it's just a case of being very organized. My kids are older now, so they're sort of off doing
Okay.
their own thing, still living at home,
So
but
they're
just
more independent now.
yeah,
So
yeah, they're working, but they live at home. Two of them do, so they're
okay.
still sort of in and out. But like I said, I've been doing it for years. They're all into health and fitness. They're not into bodybuilding, but they do sport regularly. So in terms of meal prep, it's we all eat sort of prepped meals. So we've always got big batches of rice
All
cooked.
right.
I've got my chicken. They have their chicken. We've always got vegetables, and so we tend to eat very
That's good.
similar. They enjoy that lifestyle as well. So not as strict as obviously what I do, but it's a
Yeah.
lot easier. They know the benefits of it, and it helps them with their sports that they do. So I am very lucky in that respect, and they're a great help as well. So they are sort of helping in
Oh,
terms of sort of
fantastic.
household chores. I can't complain at all, but I'm very regimented, and like I say, I've got lists, and I'm always sort of checking that, always on time. I think it's a case of being disciplined with yourself and not leaving anything
So
to chance.
yes, yeah. So do you think this discipline you already had it before starting bodybuilding, or bodybuilding motivated you to be more
I've always,
structured and
no,
more?
I've always been very organized. I'm quite OCD on
All right.
planning
Ah,
things.
okay. So that's perfect.
I'm not very spontaneous. So I plan things. I like
Mm-hmm.
to have things planned to know what I'm doing. So
Exactly.
not very much is off the cuff for me. It's always very sort of strict. And obviously bodybuilding, that feeds into bodybuilding. So it does help. So I was like that before, right from sort of schooling. I've been very sort of disciplined with planning things, and like I said, I've always had multiple jobs, so I've always had to be organised with what I'm doing. But yeah, no, it does help to be like that and then be a bodybuilder. So probably makes it easier for me.
Awesome. 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 And when did you find this passion for bodybuilding? Because you were saying that initially you were training but you were not competing, you were training just to stay in shape, or you had in your mind this love for the actual sport of bodybuilding,
No,
thinking that one day you may
it
step
was
on
really
stage?
so. Like I said, I was living in France. We were in France for 18 years. So my children grew up there,
Oh,
but
wow.
I was quite
Okay.
overweight. So as a child, I was quite tubby. I remember being on Weight Watchers from like 8 years old. So I was
Oh,
overweight as a
really?
child.
Okay.
When I got to about teenage, my sister was a dancer. She was always very slender, very slim, and I was the opposite. And then I remember watching her dance and then joining in when someone fell ill, so I jumped in and took their place. And then
Yeah.
that started my love for, like, it was dancing, so it wasn't sort of a anything to do with weight training. And then again, when I had my first child, I ate for lots of people. I fell pregnant at 18, so I then sort of was eating
Oh,
for
right.
two,
So,
and then I found it really hard to lose the weight. So I was very overweight. Then I started the classic cardio, jogging, and because of the way that I am, I have to do things for a purpose. So I started jogging, so I had to do a marathon. So I trained for a marathon and did that.
ooh.
Then I walked
So,
into, when I lived in France, we had like a new gym open, and I'd never ever been in a gym before, never set foot in a gym. And I went with a friend. As soon as I walked into that gym, I felt at home. I didn't know
oh,
what any of the
wow.
equipment did. I had no idea, but I just felt like that's where I
But
belonged. And then I was doing the running, so I was doing long distance running plus training. And at one point, they don't work together. You can't be a long distance marathon runner and then want to build muscle to bodybuild. So
yeah,
I
fair
stopped
enough.
running and went into bodybuilding. And it just started from there. The gym is my safe space. Some people feel like anxious when they walk into a gym. And even that first time when I didn't know what anything did, I just
For you, it
loved
was,
it. Yeah,
you felt comfortable with the environment, with
yeah, I'm quite a shy person, but you put me in a gym and I'll talk to anyone about anything, and I'll be in my like happy space. Even if sometimes life's stressful, I combat that by going to the gym, and I'll go and have a workout if I'm feeling stressed. And likewise, if I'm, it's just a space where I feel safe, and I absolutely love it. And it's helped me throughout my life in so many different situations. So I'm really grateful that I found the gym, training, bodybuilding, regardless of sort of the health benefits, sort of mentally, and for me as a person, it's just been absolutely phenomenal.
Yes, what you just said is so inspiring. I absolutely loved it, and I hope it is going to be like a great motivation for people that maybe are a little bit scared or intimidated to join the gym. But I'm not talking about like a normal fitness gym, just going to the weight areas and
Yeah.
start lifting some
It's
weights
the same
because
with the people that I PT. A lot of them have never stepped in the gym, and it's so rewarding. After like 4 to 6 weeks, they'll come on their own. They'll start training. They'll see the benefits, honestly, it's just getting over that. The first couple of weeks, your body's screaming at you to stop because it hurts. You're not comfortable. You don't really know what you're doing. But honestly, if you get over that sort of 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
yes,
the 99% of people will think, why have I not started this earlier? And they'll see the benefits in themselves, how they hold
exactly.
themselves. They get less, back issues. Their niggles will go. And honestly, for me, it's the one sport that everyone needs to bodybuild or lift weights. Not necessarily like bodybuild like we do,
I
but
agree.
lift weights.
Yeah,
It's so beneficial. Even
exactly.
younger kids, like teenagers now, where they're always on their phone. They're everything that they want is quick. Get them in the weights and training, and honestly, it changes them as a person. And it's the base of every sport. If you're a golfer, if you're a swimmer, if you're a footballer, you should have some weight
Yes,
training as a foundation.
yes, yes. Actually, there is when I went to see the shows in Romania, they have this big screen from the Wings of Strength that has got images and athletes, and then at the end there is always this big sign that says bodybuilding is for everybody.
Yeah,
I absolutely love that
yeah,
because
no,
it actually says the truth. It
Yeah.
means what it is. Yeah, anybody at any age can join the gym, and not necessarily to train for a competition, but for any goal. It's amazing
Oh, a million
for
percent
everyone.
for everyone. It should be, whether you can do it once a week, twice a week, whether you can do it for 20 minutes, it doesn't matter. You can put that into your routine, and the benefits you will see physically, mentally, it's just incredible. And like you say, it's never too late to start. You just need to get in and start. And I think people look at certain people look at me, and a lot of people are like, I don't want to be like you. And I'm like, that's fine. You won't. You haven't got the same
They will
objective,
not.
but
They will not. Yeah.
it's still you need to train just to see the benefits. And a lot of my PT
Absolutely.
clients have now, and I will push them because I want them. Like I say, they need to be uncomfortable. There's no point going into the gym and just being comfortable. You need to push yourself that bit further. But then how that
Oh
filters
yes,
into their
exactly.
life is incredible. So it's no, it's such an amazing sport. I'm so passionate about everything that it can
Oh,
give to people.
that's great to hear. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure you're gonna do great in this sport. You have that passion. You have that feeling inside, that fire inside. That keeps you going and
Yeah.
wants to
Honestly,
keep
Claudia, I
doing.
love it. I love everything about it, and it just talking about it, it just really wakes something up in me, and that's what this season's done as well. Like I said, I've always trained, but just seeing
Yeah.
what you can do when you go through a prep as well, it just then spurs you on, and the training like that just makes my day. If I go into the gym, have a great session, you come out, and even though today, like, Lewis floored me, I literally crawled out the gym, but that's,
I'm
for me,
pretty
that's a good
sure. Yeah, it
session.
did.
That means we've done
No
good
pain,
work.
no gain. Yeah. Yeah, 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 absolutely, absolutely. And what is Laura's biggest dream in this career, in this sport?
I'd love to be like, I love people I look up to. I started off loving Dana Lynn Bailey. I thought she was incredible. And then it was like Sarah Bradley. I think he's phenomenal. I love Rania,
Yes, yeah.
Dr. Meg Scooby as well, for like that bubbly
Oh,
women's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
bodybuilding. So for me
Yeah, I think
personally,
she's gonna move into women's bodybuilding. Yeah,
yeah,
because she's growing. She was 226 pound last week on
it's
her page. She
crazy.
said
And I see people
226
like
pound. That's crazy.
Maz, Michaela. There's such
Mas,
a good community.
Michaela, yeah.
I just want to sort of follow in all their footsteps. I just want to, train hard, love my training and my food, and from that grow. And again, just keep that passion. As long as I love what I'm doing, love this lifestyle, then I'll just keep going. And I can't see
Yes.
myself ever stopping. So there's no, like I said, I'll be 47 in a couple of months, but I feel
Oh,
great.
that's so
I
good.
feel fantastic. So
Yeah, yeah, you look fantastic. Honestly, as I was telling you earlier, yeah, your progress pictures are
oh,
incredible.
thank you. I
So
just, I
I'm
just,
I'm
like I
sure
say,
you're gonna be.
it's not a hardship. It's, training's really hard, which it should be, but the whole lifestyle for me just fits into for me as a person. I just absolutely love it. And like I say, it gives me, there's such a good community. The people that I've met,
Yes,
it's just absolutely incredible. And if we can just keep making the sport about the physique, then that's all that it
yes,
needs to do. Just make sure that it's the physique that shines when you step on stage. And it's hard now with sort of social
yes.
media and Instagram and things, but
Yeah, yeah, I know. Sometimes can get a little bit too much. I like the positive aspect of the sport. I like the community, the helping each other, the
yeah,
support that people have with each other. It's because you're all I mean, athletes, but not only athletes. I'm talking about promoters, coach, fans, people that just enjoy the gym. But as long as it's one big community supporting each other's and portraying the positive side of the
Yeah.
sport, I think it's amazing. I don't like the negativity, the too much.
No, that, no,
Talking. Nah, that's
that's
not
it.
good for the sport. But
That's it. I block that out, and I'm just happy to be there. I'm happy to be there, to be on stage, to be standing against other athletes. Amanda's always
yes,
there. We've got her other athletes. It's just such a lovely community when you find it's a strange sport. So when you're there and it's like-minded people, there's nothing better because it's quite an isolated sport. If not, when you're training,
oh
it's all about
yes,
you.
exactly.
So then when you go to competitions, and you find people on Instagram that you then send messages to, and you've got that community and that
Yes,
support, it is such a good feeling. And that's what I love about it. It brings people together that are like-minded, that want to sort of
yes, yes.
change it. It's not, we're not all meatheads.
No, no, absolutely. Actually, I don't know if you've ever been or you ever had the plan to go, but one of the events I enjoyed most, I've been to several events, mainly around Europe, but last year I was for the first time at the FIBO
Yes.
Expo in Germany. And yeah, the vibe, the the community, everything is so good. I could never expect to be the bodybuilding community that united, that big, that positive. It's incredible. And that expo is huge because
I
usually you go to these expos, but they are fitness oriented and a
yeah.
little bit of bodybuilding. At the FIBO is the other way around.
I went there
So
when I lived in France. I part owned a gym. And so we went to the
yeah,
FIBO because we were representing
you
some of the
went.
teams that we had. I didn't compete. I was just there with the gym that I was a part owner of, and it was incredible then. And we're going back sort of 10, 15 years. So I would love. I know that Maz, that she competed there. I would love to do the FIBO
Oh
and
yeah,
have that. But yeah, it's just
yes,
such a good expo. It's huge.
it's huge. Actually, yeah. Last year you mentioned Mars. I met up with her there and I interviewed her after she won the pro card,
No, it was
and
incredible. But
it was incredible. She did
yeah.
dominate that stage, and
She works
the
so
only
hard as
thing.
well.
Yes, she works extremely hard, extremely hard. The only thing is that in terms of competition, I think they have in the pro qualifier, yes, they have women's physique, not women's bodybuilding. But as a pro show, they have only figure on the
Mm.
Saturday.
Yeah,
So last year, yeah, I saw only.
that's the hard thing.
But
I've got tickets to the
yep.
Arnolds this year, so I'm going to watch the Arnolds.
Oh,
Um,
that's
so
gonna be
that'll be
really good. I
yeah.
would probably be there as well.
Oh, I hope
Yeah,
to see you, but I'm excited
that's
about that. So I'm hoping to go
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
sort of
yeah.
a
That's
few
gonna be
shows, a few meetups. I think there's a seminar in February that I'm going to, and then sort of some meetups. So I'm hoping this year as well to sort of go and see things and just get that more experience and see other people, other athletes, and put myself out there a bit just whilst I'm not in prep. So no, it'd be exciting.
yeah, yeah. It's good because I mean you are involved in the sport, in the competi- competition aspect of the sport. So it's great to attend these shows. Get to know people
Again, it's
and
that
getting
community, isn't it?
involved.
Yeah. It's the community feeling
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like-minded people. So it's so nice just to meet up and speak to people. And
Absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, no, I love it.
I've met so many people in the shows. I've become friend with many people I've met. And,
It's great.
it's
It's
great. Everybody
crazy.
is so nice, so kind.
Yeah.
It's yeah,
It's
it's perfect. I absolutely loved it. Yeah,
it's the same like
despite I
my
don't compete, but
no, but you still can have a
sorry.
passion for it without you can still have a
Yeah,
passion without competing. And I find even
yeah,
my favorite day out is to go to like a gym somewhere and just, have the day out, and you'll go and train at a different gym. Again, you'll meet other people, try out other
yes,
machines. And I'm like a kid in a toy shop. I'll just be like, oh, let's try that, let's go on that.
yeah, yeah.
And I just that's my
I
favorite
totally
sort of
agree. Yeah,
pastime. It's so, yeah.
I I
Some people
love
might find it
going
strange,
to
but for me,
new
love.
gyms.
Yeah, and there's so many good. Some people might find it strange that that's sort of the pastime, but I
No,
I
it's
just love it. And there's so many good
yeah, it's
independent
great.
gyms. There's some really good gyms
Exactly,
around.
exactly. I mean, there are people that may enjoy going to the pub. I don't see why it would be a problem enjoying going to a new gym. It's
No,
actually, I think
that's
it's more
it.
fun going to a gym than to a pub.
I know. Spend less money as well.
So yeah, exactly, and it's healthier as well than
Yeah, exactly.
downing pints after pints. So I don't. I think that's a great way to spend your spare time. And
Yeah, no, I
if
love it.
that's what you enjoy, yeah, go for it. That's part of your life. It's a positive thing. It's a sport. So there's nothing bad about it. So yeah, that's
Makes
very
me
very
happy.
important to. Yes, exactly, exactly. And do you have any sponsors at the moment that is supporting your career or
No,
helping
just
you
me.
out somehow? No.
No, it's costly, but it's like I say, it's my only vice, as it were. And it's nothing that
It's a passion. Yeah,
yeah. If you play golf, it's costly. Anything that you do
of
to a
course,
certain level and
of
that you want to
course.
put the
Yeah,
effort in is going to be costly now. But for me, it's just something that I love, so I don't sort of question it, and it's what I've chosen to do with my life and my leisure
good.
at the side. So no sponsors, but like I say, it's just
Yeah,
budgeting
maybe
for it.
maybe they will come in the future, but for now, yeah, the important is that yeah, you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, I do.
It's a passion. So as long as you enjoy it,
Oh, a
it's
million
not
percent. Yeah,
something.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I've got this passion as well. In my case, I mean, I train, I do all the things except for the stage, but I love doing show coverage. I love to go to shows and try to, you know, unfortunately, there's not much. I mean, despite the many channels online, but there are not many channels on YouTube or on Instagram that actually cover shows properly, that do like proper interviews. That's what I'm trying to do with
Yeah, I
this
know.
channel, which I've
It's
been
amazing.
doing for a while.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing that you do that, and then it just again makes the sport filter out to other people, and it just shows that positive side of
Yes,
bodybuilding. So
yes.
it's absolutely amazing. So no, we're very grateful.
Yes, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. As I was saying, I try to travel as much as I can to the shows. I do, yeah, I do the video coverage. I do the behind the scene. I go to the registration. I speak to the athletes on my YouTube channel. You will see plenty of videos I did at all the different competitions. Last one I was in Romania, and
It's good because then we
yeah,
get to
that was
see, like, as an athlete, we
yeah,
can see what the shows are like. So we'll be like, oh, we'll do that one next year. And So it really helps us as an athlete.
All
Then
right,
sort of think,
good.
well, next year we'll go for Romania because
That's
it looked really good, and we get an insight before we go.
awesome. That's really good to hear. I did 5 videos in Romania. The 3 videos I did 1 video for the full shows, the women's figure, physique, and women's bodybuilding complete. And then I did 2 behind the scene shows. One is at the registration, and the other one where I did interview lots of people. And another one is on the show day, but not on the stage, but the off-stage
Right.
interviews, and that give an idea what kind
Yeah,
of
no,
a
I
vibe
agree.
you
Yeah, it
can.
does.
All
It
right,
does.
good. Glad to hear.
That's why
Glad to
it's
hear
on. That's
that
why
you've
it's on
seen,
our
and
list.
also, pardon.
That's why it's on our list for
Sorry.
the next show for me. That's why it's on the list to go to.
Okay, great. Excellent. Yeah, and also I've recently built a website where I do the coverage. There are a page for each show, so you can
Oh,
find pictures, videos for past shows, and there is a little search and filtering, so you can filter by division, so you can
that's
see all the
amazing.
shows from last year. Yeah, and also
Wow.
the upcoming show. It's unfortunately at the moment I'm covering only the pro shows, IFBB Pro, because it's already a lot and I can't cover everything, all the
Everything. Yeah.
division. So I'm focusing on the 3 main women's division, figure, WPD and WBB, and then I'm covering the pro circuit, the pro
Wow.
league. But there is a calendar with all the upcoming shows. You can see the results, the pictures of all the people. You can see a little bio of each athlete. So yeah, it took me a while
Amazing.
to build this whole thing, but
Yeah, I bet that's
it's
so much work.
it's
A lot of dedication.
yes. I'm trying to step up in this kind of on these platforms. At the moment, the 2 main channels. I don't know if you've seen them. The female bodybuilding channel
Yeah.
is another channel that cover. Yeah, I know I know them. I did some collaboration with them, and then there is mine. I have the website as well on top of it. But yeah, we are the 2 main platforms that are trying to
Promote the sport.
to promote the sport, all this division, the athletes. We give space on this podcast and do also interviews in person as well.
Oh, it's
So and it's
amazing.
going well. People
Yeah,
enjoy it. It's
we are
good, and I
grateful.
will
We're
keep.
grateful. This is the first podcast I've ever done. So it's
Oh,
my very
really?
first. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm
thank you.
sure more come back. For sure, you will be my guest again at some point soon,
I'd love
because
to.
I truly believe in you, and you have a brilliant future. And also, I mean, we are from the UK, so we need to.
Yeah.
Even though I'm Italian origin, but I've been living in the UK for 22 years, so I'm also British,
British.
British and Italian.
Oh, that's
So
so kind of you. Thank you.
I really want to support the British bodybuilding. By the way, I did a video last week where I was talking about the 2025 season, especially considering that the UK has brought 2 Olympia in the women's division, with Ria Gale and with Shelley Mensa that won the women's fitness
Yeah.
Olympia. And also a big number of amazing athletes in the UK are going to make it big in 2026. I want to apologize that unfortunately I didn't include you in my video.
That's okay.
But I completely missed you somehow. I thought you were not based in the UK. I found out only recently that you were from the UK. So I will definitely do more
Next time.
promotion of yes, for sure, because you're gonna be the next big athlete that coming out from the UK, and it's important that your name becomes
Oh, thank you.
popular on social. Yeah,
Like I
you're
just love it.
welcome. You're
I love
welcome.
my lifestyle. I love what I do. So that's enough for me. But I'm
Fantastic.
really grateful. It does make a difference when someone says, that you look okay.
Well, yeah. Okay is just saying, being humble. You look much more than okay. Trust me.
Thank
So I think the Pro Card, the IFBB Pro Card, is just around the corner.
Yeah, I think
So if you keep working hard with Amanda, with the
yeah.
same passion, the same discipline and dedication. And also for you, I don't think it's even an effort. You are enjoying this process, right?
Oh yeah.
So it makes it even, I mean, I'm not saying easier, because it's not easy. We all know it's not
No.
easy. But if you do it
I do it
willing,
with love.
enjoying, with
It's not a
love,
chore. No,
yes,
it's not a
exactly,
chore. It's not.
exactly,
I do everything that I do because I love it. So that makes it easier. Like I said,
absolutely,
all the while I'm enjoying it, I'll keep
absolutely.
going.
Yes, yes, keep going, because I mean, if anyone, I'm gonna put your Instagram handle here in this podcast. So anyone who is going to listen this podcast, please give Laura a follow on Instagram, because yeah, she is been making some tremendous progress, and if you look at her Instagram, you will see what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Ah, thank you.
Laura, I think I'm taking a lot of your time. We're going over, but before I let you go, is there anything you've actually? No, there is one more thing I wanted to ask you. You have a coaching business, right?
Yes, yeah.
Am I correct?
So
Yes.
I do
Would you like
coach.
to tell us something about it?
So I do in-person PT. I'm actually moving, so I've sort of
Okay.
slowed down on the PTs, but I do online coaching, lifestyle coaching for people, like we were saying, that maybe feel intimidated by the gym, that want to go in. So it can either be sort of at-home plans, gym plans, but I support them a lot more. It's the mental side of overcoming those anxieties to get in the gym, changing themselves
Yes.
mentally and physically. And because I am, menopausal lady, I sort of know the challenges that a lot of females are coming up with. And, they've got busy I'm a single mum, I've got a couple of jobs, so I understand what it's like, but you can still find time to fit in those workouts, whether it's at home, whether it's at the gym. So I'm really passionate about getting everyone into a healthy lifestyle with some fitness. So that's what my fueled coaching is, because I want you to be fueled physically, mentally,
Mm-hmm.
for your life, for your children, for your grandkids. I've got grandkids as well. So, I
Oh,
want
wow.
people, yeah, I want
Congratulations.
people, thank you. I want people to know that it's for everyone. Like you say, bodybuilding in some
Exactly.
capacity is for everyone. It's just finding what works for you and your lifestyle. So that's what my coaching business is. It's about sort of getting people into the gym, into sport, and a healthy lifestyle.
Yes. Yes. Fantastic. Yeah. So she is, if you have this type of goals in life, Laura
Yeah.
is your coach, your PT, or you're doing online, you said, right?
Yeah,
For
at the moment,
now?
because I'm moving from Plymouth to the Midlands, so the time that I move, it's
Ah,
all
going to the
online.
Midlands.
Yes, to be a nan,
Okay,
to
okay,
be on
okay.
call, to be more of a nan for my two granddaughters.
Oh, nice. So you're closer to the family.
Yeah, closer
That's
to my
awesome. And I'm
eldest. So
sure, And I'm sure there's gonna be great gyms around there where you
Oh,
can.
I had to. I'm going to Be Modified gym in Derby. So when I knew I was moving to the Midlands, I had to find the gym that I wanted to train at was Be Modified, and then I found the house, and then it's the distance from my
All
daughter. So
right.
I had to find. I knew the gym that I
Oh,
wanted to train
fantastic.
at. So Be Modified in Derby is an amazing independent gym. It's got such good equipment that's always changing. So I already knew the gym that I wanted to go to.
Oh, great. Oh, perfect. Looks like, yeah, you've got everything
Covered.
sorted for the move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't leave anything to
Everything
chance.
is
I'm a
covered.
bodybuilder.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Is there anything you would like to add before I let you carry on with your day?
No, just
Anything
again, like I said,
else? May have...
thank you to you for allowing me to do my first ever podcast, Claudio. It's been amazing,
my pleasure, and thank
and
you
like I
for
say,
joining me
with
today.
Amanda, just we're going to continue the journey, get bigger,
Yes.
enjoy every moment of it.
Yes. That is awesome. All right, before you go, would you like to give us a front double biceps for the cover of
Yeah.
the podcast? If you can.
This one.
All right. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Well, yeah, that's definitely women's bodybuilding. Yeah.
Good.
And
They're going to get bigger
aside.
still.
Just yes, yes, yes. You're getting there. You're getting there, Laura. Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you,
I
Claudio.
much appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I will prepare this episode in the next couple of days. So tomorrow or Monday will be live. I will make a story and a reel on Instagram as well with the link. The video will be on YouTube. And yeah, it's been
Amazing.
fantastic talking to
It
you,
has.
and I'm
Thank you
looking
so
forward
much.
to see your progress for the next few weeks and months, and
Yeah,
see where it's gonna take you.
be exciting.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
perfect.
Thank you.
All right, thanks again, Laura, and enjoy. Have a fantastic weekend.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.